right, Mako. Get ready. This is for real.
Welcome back to Beyond Our World here on Horror Fiend TV. It is 2026, so you know what that means. It's a new year, it's a new chapter, it's new beginnings, and a new journey for us all. And I wish everyone a great 2026. 2025 is history. That was last year. Let's forget about it, except for the movies. We'll talk about that as we go. But it was a great year for horror 2025, but 2026 is going to be a fantastic year for the continuation of this horror drama and sci-fi as well. Did I say drama? Yes, drama, because hey, a lot of movies last year were slow burns, but I'm going in the tangent. We're going to be talking about sci-fi on this show. Now, if you are new to the show, well, what I decided to do for this season is to do a different theme, do an alien invasion theme. The first season, we went into space. It was a little bit of mixture of both, but in this season, I decided, well, let's do films that have to do with them coming to us. But this film is interesting. In this one in particular, which was written and directed by Guillermo del Toro, who did a fantastic job in Frankenstein. I won't go on another tangent, but watch that film on Netflix and then do me a favor, go back and watch our review of it. But he wrote and directed this film. And this is an interesting, almost like a fresh feel in a way to sci-fi. Especially when, well, before I talk about the movie, let's see the cast that Guillermo put together for this film. We have Charlie Day as Dr. Newton, Charlie Hunnam as Riley Beckett, Rinko Kikuchi as Mako Mori, the great Idris Alba as Marshall Stacker, Bern Gorman as Gottlieb, and Ron Perlman as Hannibal Chow. So in this film, we have this invasion that starts from the depths of our ocean. These creatures start coming, and they start basically doing destruction and death. So man decides to build these giant walls to hold these creatures back. Fortunately, the creatures adapt and break through the walls. So in order for man to fight these creatures, the governments of the world decided to get together and start this program. And they created JAEGERS.
Pilots, ready to connect.
Let's go fishing.
2 pilots engaged in neural bridge. Ready to activate the Jaeger in 3, 2, 1.
With a pilot and co-pilot who form this neural bridge, are able to control these giant robots and basically push back and destroy these creatures. In the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, there's this breach. And when a breach happens, it's like a warning that there is a kaiju coming. So as time goes by, the governments of the world, because there was a break between the kaijus attack and the fact that these Jaegers were destroying them, decided that we're going to start defunding this program to the point where all the leftover Jaegers were basically brought to this one base. So this one base becomes the epicenter for the next invasion. These invaders were smart because every time the kaiju was defeated, they adapted. They basically bred a different type of kaiju, and kaiju would attack. If the kaiju is defeated, once again, rinse and repeat. They continue to build these monsters, create these monsters in order to fulfill their quest for invasion of our planet. So Riley Beckett, after the death of his brother in one of the battles of the kaiju, because they were the ones that were operating Gypsy, well, he basically just gets a regular job, and Marshall, Idris Alba's character, comes looking for him because Marshall knows there's going to be a massive breach and we're going to get more powerful kaijus coming, and he needs Riley to basically come back and pilot another basically upgrade of Gypsy. So he goes back and basically, he's trying to find, his own little, like co-pilot and stuff, and Mako is the one that he wants to be the co-pilot because they seem to know each other's moves during there's a fight scene and stuff. But this is a human element that's brought into this film because with this human element of what's happening between Mako and Riley adds depth into this film because now you get wondering what's going to happen, especially the fact that Marshall, good old Idris, does not like the fact that Riley wants Mako. But this film, I'll tell you what, this is action-packed film. It is a very exciting film. I mean, when I watched it, I kind of got flashbacks from childhood when I used to watch Tranzor Z, Voltron. You had these giant robots battling these giant monsters and creatures. And visually, it's a great looking film. The Jaegers are fun to watch. The different types of Jaeger, especially the Russian ones, was really, really cool. But you had all these different Jaegers, and then the creativity in creating these kaijus. Now, what I also like about the kaijus is the fact that as they get stronger, they started putting them in the categories. Category 3, which is middle of the pack. Category 4 is strong as hell, and Category 5, which we get later on in this film, is the strongest they ever seen. So all these aspects of this film make Pacific Rim, I mean, it is a classic. It is a film that, for me, it's a guilty pleasure. If it's on, I'm scrolling and I see it, I'm going to watch it because it's a fun story to watch. The cast is great. You have the comedy in it. I mean, come on, you got Ron Perlman playing basically a villain from the black market who takes kaiju materials and sells it. I mean, you have a lot of good dynamics of this film. Now the CGI on the kaijus and on the Jaegers are just, I mean, it's great. This film just continues to show what a great director and writer Guillermo del Toro is. His imagination, his creativity is amazing. And when you watch this film, now granted, the sequel, I mean, I don't know why they made it, but it's Hollywood. Make money off one, try to make money off another, even though you basically dilute the product. But Pacific Rim 2013 is a fun film to watch. I highly recommend if you haven't watched it, because if you're into like creature features, I mean, it's a kind of creature feature in a way because you got the kaijus, but then you have the sci-fi element of the Jaegers. I mean, there's a lot of this film that is just makes it one of the probably the most entertaining sci-fi films of the 2000s. But overall, Pacific Rim 2013 is a great film. What is your memory of watching this film? What is your favorite part of watching this film? What are your favorite characters? Because overall, I kind of want Guillermo to go back into this kind of sci-fi because he is a master in horror. We all know how good he is. He has such a dynamic approach to every project he has. So let me know what you think of Pacific Rim. Unfortunately, you have to rent it right now. Wait, it's going to come out because it's such a great film. Eventually, a streaming service will pick up and I'll go back into the cycle again. But definitely let me know what you think of Pacific Rim. Now, I said that I don't rate films, but if I was to rate this one, if this was on Three Corners of Horror, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. I mean, there's some things that they could prove on it. Maybe, I don't know. There's something there that's still missing, but it is a fun film to watch because when you watch sci-fi, it is to open up your mind to basically get rid of all the things that the reality of stuff, and open your mind to the creativity that is being displayed before you. But yeah, let me know what you think of this one. I'm curious of your thoughts on this one. I could go deeper into this film, but I'm just bringing this film forward because I feel like as far as an alien invasion film, it belongs there. And as far as a sci-fi / horror, it belongs there. It's a fun film. So till next time, the next one we'll be doing, already did the thing, but who doesn't love John Carpenter's The Thing? But next film that we'll be reviewing, I will be having a guest come on because we're going to talk about Attack the Block. If you haven't watched Attack the Block, go watch it. That is a fun sci-fi film as well. So till next time. Once again, we are live tomorrow as we are doing a retro review of From Dusk Till Dawn. Let me know what you think of that film, but join us tomorrow night to talk about it. And yes, I know majority of us talk about Selma, but let's talk about everything about that film that we enjoyed. So till next time, this is GR Horror Fiend TV Beyond Our World 2026. The invasion continues. Till next time, peace.